guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Zina and today we will be creating this look using the most expensive products that I have in my entire collection, and this is the look that I was able to achieve with that. So if you're interested in watching what I used on my face, please stick around. This is not a clickbait. Really, I did spend that much, but I want you to know that this was not done overnight. I was actually buying this product throughout the year. This was part of my collection, so yeah, here it is. So please continue watching. I am legit sitting in the middle of my living room because I don't know, I want this video to be like super chill. For those that don't know me well, I'm a very messy person doing makeup, so I always like to start with my eyeshadow, and for my eyeshadow I'll be using the Pat McGrath Mothership 5 and the Norvina Volume 3. So these two eyeshadows, this one retails for 125 and this is 60. I know you guys are going to be like, why do you want to use two eyeshadow palettes? But the truth is, I'm allergic to all the matte shades in here, so I do need a transition color. To save time, what I'm going to do is create a look off camera on one eye and come back and complete the other one with you guys so you can see how I did it. Okay guys, as you can see, there has been a change in plan. I just want to do something really simple in the beginning, but then I was like, I want something really bright, something green, so I went this route. The only reason I didn't want to do it on camera is because it kind of takes too long and editing is really a pain. But if you really want to know how I did it, I can redo just the eye part. Let me know under the comments. But I can tell you what I did. So I pretty much took my Norvina, 3 palette, and then took the E one right here, and then just used this to map out like the shape of the eye that I wanted. I went ahead and blended with A4 right here. So that is the only thing I did for the top part of the eye. For the lid, I did a little cut crease, and for that, I used these two shades from Pat McGrath, these two glitters right here. That's what I did. So to complete my eyes, I did use 2 liners from Marc Jacobs and a mascara from Pat McGrath. This each retails for $26 and the mascara is $30. So next up, we're gonna go for the base. So before you do your base, the 2 things that you really need to do is definitely moisturize and prime your skin. That is what I'm going to do next. So my favorite moisturizer is actually by Marc Jacobs. It is the youthquake Hydrating Full Texturizing Gel Cream. This is really good. Even for summertime, it's really light and it does wonders for my skin, so I'll take that. So I use just a little bit. By the way, this look is going to look a little presentable, okay? Not do it like doing your eyes without like the rest of your face makes you look really hideous in the beginning, but I don't know, I took the risk because I don't want to have fallouts and all that shebang. Now that I'm super moisturized, the next step is the primer. So the most expensive primer I can find in my stash is the Farsali Skin to Blur. This is a very small bottle, very potent, you don't need a whole lot. I don't like the way it's packaged. It has like a little pipette like Tim Chemistry Lab, if you remember. It's very hard to get the product out, but the product is wonderful. I used to use this like all the time, then I had to stop because it was winter. This is supposed to be really like blurring and it low-key like mattifies my skin. So that's what I'm going to use for today's primer. So you don't need a lot. By the way, I have my mirror here, so if I'm like facing this side, don't you panic. And this smells really good. Farsali is known for putting good skincare products in their makeup line too, so I don't mind like spending a little bit more. Okay. Alright. So after that, since I'm going to use a foundation that does not have like a crazy coverage, I want to color correct, and for that I want to use the Charlotte Tilbury color corrector in the shade Tan. This is definitely a mistake, okay? I don't know why I bought it in this, but this is a very deep orange and this is definitely not for my skin tone. See? Like, this does the job really good, but the thing is, like, if you don't have a full coverage, it pretty much like shows through the foundation. Like, you low-key look like Trump, but you don't want to look like Trump. Sorry, like, I have like a really bad skin. Literally, like, if I have a breakout, I get scarring and it wouldn't go away. Like, one little thing and there's like a huge dark spot left on my face, and I hate it. Like I said, I pay my taxes. I'm a good person. I don't know why I'm out here struggling with life, okay? And then let's get rid of that mustache. Like, don't even judge me with my mustache, okay? I don't know, I feel like I'm a little darker around like my mouth. So I want to correct that. People that know me, people who watches like my previous videos, like, they know I don't do this shit, but we are here, why not, okay? Oh, why does it look really nice here? I'm sorry, I'm kidding. Okay, so what we're going to do next definitely is set it. If you don't set it, like, it will literally mix into your foundation and things go really wrong. So for that, I'll be using the Pat McGrath right here setting powder. Now I want to use just a little bit. Like, when I look at this powder, this literally freaks me out, but look at the color because it looks really dark, but then it kind of melts into the skin. So oh yes, honey. Oh, that was a bad idea. By the way, always use a dump sponge unless you're trying to like blend your concealer of the eye. That you need like a dry sponge, but besides that, always use a dump sponge. Even for your concealer, when it comes to your foundation, never use it dry. Okay? Mark my word, that's what you need always. Once you set everything, what you need to do is probably cover it with a concealer. Again, if I'm using a very high coverage foundation, I don't have to do it, but this time I really have to use a concealer to cover this craziness. And for that, I'll be using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. This look like mimics like a good foundation. This is a very high coverage concealer, so yeah, yes to that. Then again, blend it again. See, kind of get rid of that tint. Yeah. I just want to play bougie today, for real. That's why I'm doing skin correcting, because that is definitely not me. And that shade is really, really bright orange, so it doesn't work for my skin tone, as you saw. I read it on the website and it says it works for someone who has a deeper skin tone, so come through with reading, okay? I tend to be retarded at times. It did get rid of all the dark spots so far. So next up, I'll be using the Ciate London Dewy Stick in the shade Gleam. This is the first time that I am using this product. I saw it on one of my favorite YouTubers, Alyssa Ashley, using this on her Instagram, live Instagram. So I was like, oh, this looks really nice. I want to like buy it. This is really, I don't know, it legit feels like a Vaseline with like a lot of glitter in it. So for that, I want to use it under my foundation. So let's go. When I received this product in the shipment, I couldn't believe how small it was. I was like, what the hell is this? And why is it $26? Like, legit, there's nothing in there besides this. Hold on. I'll do dumb stuff so that way you don't have to buy it. But it looks shiny, kind of. And then for my very, very bougie foundation, the Tom Ford foundation in the shade 9.5 Almond. This is not really my shade. This is my summer shade, but we've been quarantined for the last 2 months, so I look like I am vitamin D deprived, but it is what it is. I one of these days have to sell my kidney if I want to keep up with doing what I'm doing. This is a very light coverage. Has a fragrance, a very light fragrance. So I try to like actually film this with a very minimum light so you guys can see how it would look like on a natural light. Because you know how it is, like when like YouTubers be using like really fancy lights and it looks like their skin looks flawless, and their makeup will look, and then their makeup would come out really good, but then when you try it, yours doesn't, because it's all the lights that we're using. So I try to use only the ring light today so that way you can see how this wears. Okay, now that my foundation looks blended and it's orange, I will use my Pat McGrath concealer in the shade M15. By the way, this concealer looks really light, but then if you know this product, it kind of like, I don't know, adjust your skin tone. I can't say that, or maybe it oxidizes, so it goes back to a normal skin color. So, and then do that. I'll wait for it so it can dry just a little bit. So anyways, till then I can talk to you guys. How is everyone? Hey, hey, hey. You know what? Like, let's make this a video. Like, I get to tell you things about myself. Yeah, why not? We could do that. Like, my name is Zina. Obviously, that is my last name, and nobody can pronounce my first name, so I just leave it and go by my last name. I am 30 years old. The 30. Yes, that's me. And I'm originally from, I don't know why people say I'm originally from Ethiopia, but anyways, I'm from Ethiopia. I grew up there. I was like born and raised, and I came to this country when I was 60. I have 2 brothers, so I kind of like grew up with them. That kind of explains why I have a lot of guy friends. So it's easier for me to get like, I don't know, to chill with guys over girls. Not that I have anything bad like against girls, but like it's easier for me like to get along with guys over girls. So yeah, that's me. That's definitely me. What else do you want to know? I went to Shippensburg University for my undergrad degree in biology, and then I did my master's at UMGC in healthcare administration. Just letting you know, my undergrad was a shit show. Like, I didn't like nothing about it. I was stressed. I don't know what it was, but like I did not like undergrad whatsoever. So when I graduated, I told myself like I don't want to go back to school. Okay, like it was just hard. It was stressful. It was just too much. I don't know what it was, but maybe I wasn't like in the right set of mind. But whatever it was, honestly, like I didn't have any form of fun in undergrad. Oh, fun fact, I didn't drink till I turned 21. That is a fan fact if you want. Like, some people don't trust me, but my friends know, so don't care. Okay, so what else? Yeah, so anyways, like undergrad was really, really painful for me. I remember that. And then once I graduated, I was like, I'm over this. I don't want to go back to school and all that shebang. And then I woke up and I said, I want to go back to school and do my master's. Actually able to reach that decision was like the best influence that I have. I used to work at MedStar, and I kind of like liked what like my managers were doing, and I was interested in that. So I decided to do my master's in healthcare administration, and I'm very happy about that. Now that it's done and dusted, I don't think I'll go back to school. Okay. Like my youth keeps saying, oh, you know, like we pay for your PhD and all that fun stuff. And I'm like, no, never. I don't want to do this. Not again. I am done. But anyways, like I currently work at NIH, and our institute is CSR, the Centers for Scientific Review. It's a very fun place and a place to grow. So I'm kind of excited. And for people who wants to know how I got into NIH, is right before I graduate, they had this program for recent graduates. No, it was, what was it? Was it recent graduates? No, it was another program that you can apply before you graduate. And then if you have like a high GPA and like certain things that they want, they'll accept you. So for those who are interested in that, please, like, it's called the Pathway Program, so make sure you apply. I'm pretty sure they don't have it this summer because of the coronavirus, but yeah. So that is, I don't know, I think I did enough sharing for today, okay? And my concealer is blended for life, so we're Gucci. And right after that, I will be setting my under eyes with the Pat McGrath under eye, what is it, Skin Blur Sublime Perfection Powder, and this retails for $30. This is an amazing product, you guys. Like, I know, like, it's really small, but once, like, you set your eyes with it, there is no creasing. So we like that. And just letting you know, this does not have a brightening effect, so if you're looking for that, this is not the powder for you. Just pretty much set some blurs. For the rest of my face, I'll be setting this with the Pat McGrath Lab Skin Fetish setting powder in the shade medium. Look at this, it kind of like pretty much melts into your skin. Now that the base is completely done, the only thing left is to bronze, contour, and highlight the skin. So that's what we're going to do. So the most expensive products that I combined in my stash for that are all the Scott Barn palettes that I bought recently. So this is, what is this? This is the blush, and this is called Chickcheek, and this is for $52. The contour is this sculpting powder right here. This one is, let me see, this is $58. And then for the highlighter, balm, this is glowy and showy, and this costs $68. By the way, if you don't know who Scott Barnes is Jennifer Lopez's makeup artist, and this is very good product. I'm excited that I bought it actually. So for that, first and foremost, we're going to contour using this palette. So for contour, like I told you on my last video, always use something very cool toned on your skin. So I'll be using this shade Chiseled. This really like melts into the skin. It's a very good product, so I don't regret buying this whatsoever. Like, this is one of actually my good investments in makeup. I mean, if you call this investment, I call it investment. Okay, now that we're chiseled, we can go to the bronzing section, and for that I'll be using, let me see, frame. What do I need? Maybe like I can mix and match frame and sculpt together. Just go back and forth. And for that, I'll be using the Pat McGrath powder brush. This is so fluffy, okay? We'll be using that slowly and building. Oh no. And then building the shade up. Sliced all over it. Yes! I feel happy. I feel accomplished. I feel luxurious. I feel like I'm in debt. Yeah, for real, I feel like I'm in debt. Okay, anyway, so bases, she's getting there, okay? But I feel like I want to go back to the other bleed, like for this product again, the dewy stick. And I don't know, I feel like I want to add it on top. This time I don't want to go all over the face. It wouldn't be a very smart move. Just go all over it and add it on top. That is the only way I can think of, because if I go straight on my face, it would lift everything. So I pretty much put it on my put it on my hand, and then use a beauty sponge to apply it. Ooh, look at this. It has like a very healthy side. Tell you, this is a Vaseline. Like, find me, but this is definitely a Vaseline. Why did I not put blush before? Jesus, I messed up. I messed up big time, okay? Like, literally messed up big time. Yeah. I don't know how I'm going to apply the blush right now. Like, I'm so retarded. Oh my god. You guys. I'm gonna mess up the look again. Why would I put this? You know what? Let me see if I could actually use the beauty sponge to apply the blush, because that's the only thing I can think of. What a smart person I am sometimes. Okay. For blush, I want to use Striker Rose and crush and blush down here. So I'll just and go on it. Yeah, I think it's working in a way. Is it not working? It is working. Kind of mask it down again. That's really stupid of me. But yeah, maybe I'll reapply it again then on top. Go back and forth. I know this is a very bright blush. Don't be alarmed. We have mango fizz down here to tone everything down to normal, okay? This is pretty. Now that it's mixing with the dewy stick, I like. Maybe it's a good idea. So what else do we need? A highlighter. Like, I'm not really into this palette for some reason. Like, I don't know. That's like the only thing I don't like from his line, because it's a little foily. But to avoid that, today I'll be experimenting and using a sponge again. And for that, what shade should I use? I'm going for a new lipstick, so maybe I'll use just Golden Glow and Twilight Sand. Just mix it a little bit and go to the high point of my cheek. That's very beaming. I didn't sign up for that live, but who cares? Who gets? Who gets? This is why I use this is why I like natural light, because you guys can really see like when I highlight, because usually when you have a lot of light on, it's hard to show people what you're doing when it comes to highlighting. Okay, so the only thing left right now is to set my face and do my lipstick. So let me change up, look a little presentable, and I'll be back, okay? Okay guys, I changed my outfit so that like we can look a little cute. The only thing left is the lips. For the lips, I'll be lining my lips with the ColourPop BFF, I don't know, 3 maybe, BFF 3. Okay, for my lips, I'll be using the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick. And then to top the lips, I'll be using the Marc Jacobs lip gloss in the shade Afro. Oh, look glossy. So guys, this is the final look after I spent $1,000 on every product that I bought. But then remember, I didn't buy all this product at once. This is probably something that I bought over like a year span. So yeah, so thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like the content, please like and subscribe to my channel and support, join the family. So that would be the end of the video. I will see you in my next video. Till then, be good, do good. One more thing, I didn't set my face. I'll be using the Too Faced Hangover RX, and this is $32.